Up in smoke, a federal appeals court throws out FDA restrictions on cigarette sales to minors. What will he say? President Clinton and his lawyers plan strategy for his grand jury testimony. A thumbs up from the first person to receive a spare part grown from his own cells. And why a mother is fighting to keep her child from being treated for HIV.
This is the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Good evening. Dan's on assignment tonight. I'm John Roberts. President Clinton and the anti-smoking lobby lost a big one today in court. A federal appeals panel found the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has no jurisdiction and no authority to regulate cigarettes. CBS's Wyatt Andrews has the ruling and the nationwide impact.
The ruling stops the FDA cold in all attempts to regulate cigarettes. Gone is a campaign to restrict vending machine sales. Gone is a program of ID checks of any young person buying cigarettes. Gone is the government's ability to restrict the nicotine in cigarettes.
It eliminates FDA's authority to help the states prevent kids from buying the product, and it also prevents FDA from regulating the manufacturing, the marketing, and the advertising that really entices kids to smoke in the first place.
To the anti-smoking lobby, FDA regulation had been the holy grail. Some even had visions of an eventual ban on nicotine. But the appeals court today ruled the FDA overstepped its mission. Congress did not intend, the court said, to delegate jurisdiction over tobacco to the FDA. It's a huge victory for the tobacco companies, but an ironic one. 14 months ago, when they were trying to settle some 30 state lawsuits, the companies admitted nicotine was a drug and agreed to some FDA regulation. This year, when the McCain tobacco bill and that legal settlement went down in flames, Big Tobacco was left free to fight the FDA in court.
The whole ruling by the court didn't have to happen. If Congress had passed the McCain bill with full FDA oversight 2 months ago.
The government immediately asked the court for a rehearing. The industry released a statement saying it would continue efforts to stop underage smoking, but all of that now is voluntary. This year, certainly in Congress and now in court, Big Tobacco is having its way. Wyatt Andrews, CBS News, Washington.
The Clinton White House is under fire about far more than tobacco policy. Some sources in the Clinton camp tried today to prepare the public for the possibility the president will tell the Ken Starr grand jury on Monday that he did have a sexual encounter with Monica Lewinsky. This, as 50% in a CBS News poll now say Mr. Clinton should address the nation after his testimony. And even if it turns out the president previously lied under oath or asked anyone else to, 44% of those polled simply want Mr. Clinton to admit it and apologize, far more than favor resignation or impeachment proceedings. Chief White House correspondent Scott Pelley has the latest now on the prepping of the president. Scott?
John, this is a moment of extreme peril for the president. At 1 o'clock on Monday, a federal grand jury is going to watch Mr. Clinton raise his right hand and swear to tell the whole truth. Between now and then, the president and his lawyers will be debating just what that story will be. CBS News has spoken to two sources close to Mr. Clinton's legal team. The sources say his lawyers are presenting the president with a number of possible scenarios for his testimony. One option under discussion calls for Mr. Clinton to acknowledge an intimate relationship with Lewinsky. One of the sources told CBS News, quote, "The president is listening, he is hearing, and discussing what he wants to do." Acknowledging sex would contradict his sworn testimony in the Paula Jones sexual harassment case, when Mr. Clinton said, "I have never had sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky. I have never had an affair with her." But sources say Mr. Clinton's lawyers claim this is not perjury. The president was given a definition of sexual relations during the Jones deposition. His lawyers argue that the type of sex alleged by Lewinsky does not fit that definition. Even if such a narrow technicality does exist, it doesn't seem to help Mr. Clinton with his public statements.
It means that there is not a sexual relationship, an improper sexual relationship.